Variety brought to you by Stadium Side. I hope you're already following. If you're not, you're wrong. So do what to follow us as we bring you all the thrilling details, the fans, outbursts, the players, whatever is happening inside the night. My name is Amarachi Adimoko, the phenomenal voice, and I'm here with.
Well, the classical DJ Dika Divine, always present.
Always. I didn't want to say it. Why are you smiling? Talk your name, this.
They already know your favorite black boy.
I mean, don't forget your name. Anyways, MPFL is back. That's our own, of course, our own league with each. Every league have their own
We at Lande.
basketballs.
We at Lande.
We're talking about MPFL. We're not talking about NNL. So stop throwing that drum.
I don't know why
We're
you.
talking about- yes.
So much so good. Ireland is even doing well.
We are
in
talking
the
about
NNL,
MPFL and you're calling Heartland.
I don't know.
Heartland is not.
Three relegation in 4
All
years.
these. See, do you know why? The effect of, Real Sociedad. Now, you know what happened last night. But we're talking about Nigeria.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get.
You know that feeling when it's Monday and your club, you can't relate if
Last
you
week
can't.
you know fit talk.
You can't relate if you can.
Last week you know fit talk.
My club.
To mention is what they had you.
You see, everybody with their club win. We are their JC Cup.
You get.
Some people we are mufti. Come sports show.
Don't go wear shirts.
Last week you know fit talk.
He dey fit
And
talk.
that's our result. You know fit talk.
Last
result.
Last week we are talking about
The
present.
president, why are you living in the past?
Like you're watching us now.
Let's talk about now.
Where you there for
today.
table?
Anyways, let's start with MPFL. We'll go to Europe later. Flights not really cost like that, especially if you first land for Spain. You get us that atmosphere be
Did they trek from Africa go Spain
okay, from Morocco.
From Morocco, you
Not
just
for
trek.
you. So, but we'll get to Spain later. Let's talk about our home, our own, our pride. I think it's our own because we don't have another league, and if we do not support our league, we no go grow. Just as everybody's watching EPL and others, we need to do better. Follow our league. Do you know that there's actually an app you can use to watch MPFL live?
Yes, MPFL Live.
That's the name of the app. Can you imagine now? Because that's the name of the app actually. MPFL Live. I have it. You say it's because you're not interested. If you're interested, you know that you can actually watch MPFL live with
Anywhere
MPFL
you
Live
are,
app.
no
Anywhere.
excuse.
No excuse. Any team playing, all of them are there. The one you want to watch, you just go there and watch it.
And do you know the most interesting thing for me for the MPFL this season? You can go to Medugri and win.
Like it's never
You
been
can
like
go
that
to
before.
Kano. No, it started gradually
Last
seasons ago, last season.
No, last season.
But it has
then
improved more
it's-
now.
Yeah, and that brings us to Abia Warriors. Those guys, they've been consistent. Abia Warriors went to Kano and won Kano Pillars.
Yeah. Kano Pillars that have former Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa, Rabia Ali, the most player
The
with the
oldest
most caps,
in
in the
MPFL,
MPFL.
yeah.
He's in that team. They have some good players.
Quality
But
players. And
Imama Amapakabo has shown that he's one coach that knows the MPFL in
in
and
and out, yeah.
Yes. He once won the league with Rangers, and then he's doing so well with Abia Warriors. Last season, they went to the continent, but unfortunately, they couldn't progress. This season, he's grinding out results. Going to Kano to win, I'm not surprised. I was
really
only surprised when he drew Plateau United at home, although Plateau United changed their coach.
Okay.
It is now Bengo Gubote who is in charge. So his first game was against Abia Warriors. He went away, he drew. And then this weekend, he won at home. So against Wiki Torres,
Yeah.
Abdul Mekaba and his Wiki Torres last. So the MPFL is nice.
It's really interesting.
It's not something that you just actually say, this team is going to be this team.
Exactly. When it comes to this season.
Only when it comes to our brother, my brother.
Enyimba drew at home to Barao. Barao that was 19th, 20th.
But is just like a team that just got promoted. I like what they're doing. They've been consistent as well. Just like you mentioned, they were 19, 20, and all of a sudden, look at what they're doing.
Barao and what coach, the Bendel insurance coach now, I've forgotten his
Boboye.
name. Kennedy Boboye. Kennedy Boboye took over insurance when they were 18th on the log.
Exactly.
And now insurance are about 5th.
Yeah, fifth
Now
on
that
the
one
log.
off me.
About 5th. To show you that these are coaches that knows the MPFL.
There
They
was-
know what thing they do.
There was something he said when he came to play against Konkali.
Konkali.
And that was his first match.
His first match.
Yeah.
Yes, he got the job.
He drew that game, and then their next game against Warriwood
He said they were going to
to
win.
win. He said he's starting at
But
Bendel
he
Insurance are
didn't
gonna
win.
win.
Yeah, he
yes,
didn't win.
He didn't
They
win.
drew.
They drew.
They now went away after that game and they won. Currently now,
They are
Bendel Insurance, they are 9 matches unbeaten in the MPFL.
Like in the
Yes,
last
so you
5
believe
matches,
for
they won
MPFL,
5.
yes,
and
in the
drawn
last
only
5,
one.
Actually, it's not a surprise if you follow the MPFL. Especially if you follow Kennedy Boboye.
yes.
Remember when Haaland was struggling about 2 seasons ago?
He
came
came and
in,
salvaged the situation.
Under 1 month, we improved on our results.
Okay,
Moved out
the
of
win
the.
is you be a Heartland fan now.
I mean, talking
Yes,
about.
now. I mean, it's our own now. I mean, by extension, it's natural. I
So
mean,
that means automatically you become Khalifa fan.
no.
Oh, see,
I'm not extend
See,
that.
you are not
you-
become
you-
Khalifa fan,
I'm not
I'm
extend
not a
that.
Con Califat fan.
but you are a Heartland fan.
I'm a
Yes.
Heartland fan. I support Con Khalifa based on the fact that
They are
they
in
play,
the
you know,
Rangers,
and they're from
exactly.
Imo State.
So you support them.
So
Doesn't
it doesn't
mean
mean
you're
that I'm a
fan.
fan of Kun Khalifat.
Wow.
Don't mix up the two things. Talking about that, I mean, don't want to talk Cook Khalifa.
Are you a
Just
fan?
exhaustion.
Are you a fan of Rivers United?
I'm not a fan of any MPFL club. I'm
Why?
just analyzing. It is my. Why are you asking me why?
You're a
Only,
Nigerian.
only
I'm
a fan
a
of
journalist.
Campus.
You're a journalist.
Only a-
You're a
only a
Nigerian.
fan of
You're a journalist.
Campus.
I'm a journalist,
Only a
so
fan
I'm
of
doing my
Campus.
job. I'm surprised that you guys are fans. Anyway,
But
congratulations.
you're
You're
a fan of
talking about the
Campus.
MPFL,
You're a
but
fan
your
of
team is
Campus.
the Heartland. They are talking. They are not in the MPFL. They're a relegation team.
Meanwhile, as
coming back.
I was saying, if you follow the MPFL and Kennedy Boboye, Haaland was struggling. He
Stop
came in.
using Heartland to talk about Kennedy. Use Aqua United to talk about Kennedy Boboye. Use Sunshine Stars. Use clubs
Why
that
you
are in
not
the
use Haaland? Why you not
MPFL.
use Haaland?
Heartland is not in the MPFL.
No, because not because
Heartland is in the NNL.
When they be there,
I
So why
did-
you mentioning
And
Heartland?
they
When
talk
they were
about
in the PFL,
Boboye.
that was
No, no, no,
when
no,
they
we're
were
talking about this
Boboye.
season.
When they
No,
were
Boboye
in the
this
PFL, that
season.
was when
Boboye.
Boboye
This
came
season.
and
Use
and-
about
and
Boboye.
saved
Use
They
clubs
can
that he
do.
has
the
managed.
day.
Don't
They
use
were in
Heartland.
PFL and
And
Boboye came and
And
saved
they
the
talk about
day.
Boboye.
Before they
That
went.
the
then-
Boboye you're
and
talking
then-
about in Heartland was 3 seasons ago.
And then he was.
Use
and
this
then-
season. Use this season
No.
and talk about Boboye.
No.
Why you
Boboye.
using
There's
Heartland?
he's coming from somewhere. He's going to somewhere.
Which somewhere?
I'm talking-
Let him come out of there.
He's coming from Danayan Stadium. I'm going
I'm
to
going
Wedra.
They
I'm
can
going
allow me to
somewhere.
come.
Allow you to come.
Why will I allow you?
Allow you to come. You
Why
don't
will
know
I?
this come that is coming.
Stop using Heartland. You probably mentioned Heartland is in NNL. Is this true about NNL? Sorry, director. Is this show about NNL? This show is about MPFL, right?
He's in PFL now.
So let's talk
He
MPFL.
said when
I'm talking about Boboye. I'm talking about
Heartland,
Haaland.
Heartland is not in
was
the
in
MPFL.
MPFL that time.
Heartland is
They
not
can-
in the
Heartland
MPFL.
that time.
I was talking about Boboye.
Exactly. Who helped Heartland when they were in the MPFL?
And they were relegated. The same
when
time.
he left now,
Stop using it
when he
now.
left,
you are,
he came.
you are spoiling
salvaged the
Boboye's name.
situation.
You are spoiling
Meanwhile-
Boboye's name.
Meanwhile, shout out to
Yes,
shout out
anyway.
to shout out to Coach Kennedy Boboye.
Uh-huh.
It's been fantastic since we went to Bendel Insurance.
Yes.
Agbobola, that's what you want.
Yes.
Let's not talk about our brothers. Our brothers.
Who is your brother?
Our brother. You started well. We all started well. What is happening? In fact, you know that time they were coming down, but say, okay, they're not in the red light.
The first match of the season, they drew away to Rangers. Is it the
Yes.
brothers
What were you
of-
expecting?
Yeah, they drew away to Rangers, which is
And
a good result.
which is a good result for a team that just got promoted
Yes.
and to
But then
Rangers.
they lost the next game
Then
against
the
Remo
other one
Stars.
they won.
They lost to Remo Stars, I think,
Yeah, at
Yes,
home.
of course,
At
at home.
home.
They
When they are
won.
still playing at
In
Aba.
Aba. Mhm.
when they were in Aba. So
Initially, they tried. I mean, at some point, they got to 13th or 12th. So we're expecting them to maintain that tempo or even go higher. They started coming down a step lower, a step lower. Now, they are 20 over 20.
I wasn't
With just
I
4
wasn't
wins.
expecting them to maintain it.
With just 4 wins.
It was-
Can you
it
imagine
was
that?
obvious.
in 20 matches.
Edeka, nobody was expecting them to maintain the middle of the table.
Not everybody
position.
you we are not.
I wasn't expecting
I was
them
expecting
to
them to maintain.
No, it was obvious now that they were.
But they have the, I've watched those guys play. They have the quality.
No,
No, they have the players.
no.
They just don't
They
have the
the quality.
experience.
No.
They have players,
They don't have the
guys.
quality.
They don't have experience. That was the
They
only
do
problem that they
not have
have.
the quality.
They have the quality. They have the players. But
Califas does not
management,
have the
you know,
quality.
they.
These
And
players
they
are
now on
talking
their
about
own.
3 have already left. They
And
sold
now the
3
thing what they tell you
to
now,
Barao.
before now. And
Do-
that's
do you
the
know-
player that
do
they
you
sold
know-
to Barao is actually one of their best.
Do you know how
And
many
one of the
players
people
they
contesting
sold
for
before
highest goal
before the
scorers
season
in
began?
MPFL.
Yeah, they sold the
lot of play-
The ones that even helped them
Rivers United.
get the promotion.
Yeah.
Iwori Alukam also
How do you
was sold.
go to
Anukam also
you
left.
get, how do
The
you get the
goalkeeper
promotion
Obinna
and then you
also
sell the
left.
boys that helped you get the promotion?
No,
The,
it's
the other guy,
business.
the other guy joined Plateau United, Jeremiah
Yes.
joined Plateau United. We see
But-
a lot of players
but-
before
but
they-
If you're
business.
saying it's business, if it's business, sell your slots. Then we know you're into
No,
business.
it's not about selling slots. Slot selling is only typical in African football, Nigeria.
And meanwhile,
Now-
it's prohibited in Nigeria according to
Now-
the PFL.
Now,
Okay.
from what I heard, the 3 players he sold to Barao were all for cool cash. He got about 15 million from those players. These are players that played with him from the
The
NNL.
yeah.
And so you say it's good money. Yes, he's bottom. Con Khalifa is bottom of the league, but they need this money because if you look at the MPFL, I think Con Khalifa has actually tried, given the fact that is a private owner, and this man, what does he do? Football. The other private team in the league is Ikorodu. Ikorodu
And
has
Barao.
investors and
Remo Stars
Barao.
too.
Remo Stars and Barao.
Remo Stars have more
Barao,
investors than
yeah,
others.
Barao is being owned by a top politician in the country. He's the deputy senate president, so money is not his problem. Remo Stars
The man is a
is a
businessman.
known businessman who has been in football business for years.
So you
We
can't
talk about Con
compete.
Khalifa. This is just his first time, So the struggles, the inexperience, all set in. Like he said, I don't know who said it. Yeah, you said it. For me, they didn't have that top quality compared to other teams.
Exactly.
That is how I put it. If you compare to other teams, a lot of the teams in MPFL are government owned. Like Plateau United was not doing very well. They sacked their coach, brought in Kennedy Boboye, who they can pay. We talk about Boboye.
They brought in Ogumbote.
They brought in Ogumbote, sorry. Then Boboye also, insurance, a government in the camp. But if you look at Con Khalifa, they have a lot of challenges.
Plenty.
Yes, they have lots of challenges. They also have the inexperience working for them. That experience thing has actually dealt with that team this season. Because at some point, their coach, Obi Nazoho, left, under circumstances, that for me, they were controversial. But he's back now with the team, but the results have not been coming down. Just 4 wins.
Do you think they'll get it today
No.
against
They will get it
Rangers?
against Rangers. Well, let me look
This
at
is
it.
an oriental
This is an oriental derby. They drew away from home. So in derby matches, they can come up and beat Rangers. I will not be surprised. if they do.
No, I won't be surprised because it happens.
Yeah.
It's that be like we're brothers and stuff like that. I mean, they beat Enyimba.
No, it's not about
Yeah.
we are brothers. They will just rise up and then want to make a statement and then get.
Just like they did against Enyimba.
Yes.
Enyimba fans no believe her
3-1.
for over here.
Yes.
He shocked them. They don't believe her. Even me, when they watch, I don't believe her. Say they go beat Enyimba like that.
And they've gotten new players too.
Maybe this is like a test them, see what they can do, test their legs. Talking about Enyimba. Enyimba is when you talk about
Nimba is not serious.
when you talk about MPFL,
I think they have a new
you talk
coach now.
about Enyimba.
Yes. Ayeni.
Yeah.
When you mention
Deji Ayeni.
MPFL, you talk about Enyimba. No, when you mention CAF clubs, you talk about
No,
Enyimba.
not in recent time.
Not in recent time though, but then again, I don't know what has been happening. They've been going back and back and back. Right now, Enyimba, they're comfortable. They've been in the middle table since, but this is like they're becoming comfortable there. They're sitting comfortably on the 11th position with just 27 points. They will win today. Next game they will lose. The next one they will draw. Then the other one they
They
will
got
win.
walloped in Ibadan
Who does that?
against Shooting Stars. They cried, penalty, no penalty. They cried, their tears is still flowing. They came back at home against Barao and they're still crying penalty. I mean,
So you can't go without.
I think
penalty.
it is high time I will join the bandwagon of those people that have been calling for the management of Enyimba to sit up. See, you
Sit
guys,
up or resign.
well, for me first, this is the first time I'm calling them
The,
out,
the,
so
the,
I will not
the,
just say
the
should resign.
standard that Enyimba has seriously dropped.
Yes, so they have to sit up. See, come on, guy. Those in charge. This is Enyimba we are talking about.
The biggest club in the MPFL.
A club that won the CAF Champions League
Back to back.
back to back. And since then, and then look at where you guys are now.
Struggling to qualify
if
for
you
the
check
continent.
the CAF coefficient of clubs, Rivers United is in the top 30. Enyimba is not there.
Enyimba is not even in the top.
Like
Rivers
Rivers United of
United
yesterday.
is the reason why Nigerian clubs
how slots.
slots in CAF.
And the same Rivers United qualify for the CAF Champions League group stage.
Exactly.
And this season, they are topping the league. So meaning that they will either
They will
go
get
to the
again.
CAF Champions League or CAF Confederations Cup.
No, they're going to
And
the Champions
Enyimba
League.
is here mid-table. I mean, you guys should see. I'm telling you guys, if you guys don't know the club you guys are managing, it is Enyimba. So sit up. From the administrators to the technical crew to everybody. Players, this is Enyimba. You guys are not supposed to be a mid-table team now.
That brings us back
And
to
they fall about people's hand.
the leaders, just like you mentioned. The reason why we're even getting slots in the CAF competitions. Now, Finidi has proved, Finidi is making a statement. When he left Super Eagles, personally, of course, I didn't like his pattern, but I was like, this guy, he has something. I watched his play with the Super Eagles. He didn't have that time. Someone said the Eagles were bigger than him, blah, 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 blah. And they were not respecting him. And then immediately he left, went to Rivers, lost, I think, the first game. And they started bashing him and all that. I'm like,
Typical
come
of
on.
Nigerians.
Of course. Come on, calm down now. Calm down. what happened last season?
Yes, he almost wrestled the league from Remo,
Of course.
and then this season he's on top.
You know the drag with anybody. Initially, of course, the CAF competition affected him a bit. Not that affected him, he lost or anything. His games that were postponed, he didn't play some, and he was around they were around fourth, fifth. But now they're leading the table, like 4 points ahead of the second team, and that's Abia Warriors. And they're getting comfortable there. And I think he's going to go home with it. Finidi has actually understood. When you talk about people that have understood MPFL, he did it with Enyimba now. I think it's Enyimba's loss. Since he left Enyimba, Enyimba has never been the same.
He won the league with Enyimba.
He won the league with Enyimba.
Since he left Enyimba has never been the same in MPFL. I think the mistake they made was not bringing him back.
Well, when he left, they had a coach.
That was his assistant.
Yeah, his assistant. When he left Enyimba, his assistant took over. Yama, he's popularly known as Coach Yama.
Yes.
Yama is also with him at Rivers.
Yeah.
Yama is
His right-hand man.
qualified, to manage any MPFL side. But when he came back to Rivers, he knew that this team will work with Yama. He brought him back, and both of them they are working. Like you said, experience in the MPFL, Finidi has it now, and it's working out for him.
He's understood it. And he goes for the top players. Look at the kind of players Rivers buy. The ones that are performing in other clubs, and they buy it. And you that they're buying from, of course, just like a business, cool cash, which means you're not particularly interested.
He has the pooper one, and he has the backing of the government. He can attract any player he wants, as far as the MPFL
and
is
everybody
concerned.
would want to play for him.
Exactly.
Every player. in
Remember,
MPFL would want to play for him.
remember, former Heartland player that plays for Rivers United now.
Malaki.
No, the other guy that's 100.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When they played against Rivers United, when Rivers United visited Heartland last season, after the game, he went to prostrate. He went to prostrate for Finidi, and then as soon as the season ended, he bought him. Omaka, exactly. Omaka, yeah.
When you talk about just like in EPL, there are clubs there are coaches you talk about. You mention their name. You're like, okay, these are those that run things.
Kadri Kana those days.
Then when you come to MPFL now,
Okoyemo, the Kadri
you
Kana.
mention them.
Okoyemo, the former
Finidi
Rangers
and others.
coach.
Yeah, and Enyimba coach.
Enyimba coach too.
Now let's talk about Ramos.
The Remo Stars.
Ramos Stars. Is it first time private club winning fever or something? Because I was expecting them to do better. You saw what these guys did last season.
Becca,
Whether at home or away from home.
If you follow the MPFL, let me analyze what happened to the Remo Stars. Normally, when other teams win the MPFL, normally they are government-owned club, government-sponsored clubs.
Okay.
And now Remo Stars are a privately owned club. Do you understand? Okay, they won the league. But remember, whatever they do, they finance themselves. So even though the owner has a large pool of money, but then for him, this is a business.
But I think I disagree with you.
Well, because I don't know when you were saying analysis, I was actually I'm still waiting for the analysis.
Majority of the players.
It's not about
Yes.
money.
I disagree
It's
with
not
you.
about money. Even though they sold majority of their players.
Why I made a case for Con Khalifa was this was his first time
Exactly.
in the MPFL. So I mentioned the experience.
Ramos has
For
been there.
Kunle Soname,
He's been
he
there.
has no excuse. This is one
It's not
man.
about money.
Before Remo won the league, they have been in the league for like how many years? They were even relegated at some point.
Their first season, they were relegated.
Yes, they were relegated. So this is one man that knows the league. He knows Nigerian football. He has a team beyond limits.
Exactly, which is like an
In
academy.
the NNL, they came to play Heartland.
But the players
And-
left.
Listen now, we are still
about
saying the
global
same
club
thing.
scale,
We are
and the
still
players
saying
had
the
to
same
leave.
thing. Fine, the players
They had to be sold.
Yes, you sold your best players, right? It was not free. They didn't give you paper. They don't give you water. They give you money. Okay, buy players.
Where better pass those successful, you say.
Now we are talking about Finidi. That how he goes to clubs and then the government backs him up.
This guy has the
Remo
pull too.
Stars can attract these
Like,
boys.
right now, he's the biggest. Ramos is
I'm
the
not
biggest
making any excuse.
private-owned
Yes.
club in MPFL.
Because if you look at
Don't
look
talk
at
about
Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know a private owned team. It's not the same Sundowns that came out to defeat him 5-1 at home. I mean, he has disappointed.
And he
Remo and not
blamed
disappoint
money.
us.
He blamed money when they
Yeah, he
lost
was
out.
all those excuses he was giving was flimsy excuses.
The coach no
What are
dey
you
now.
saying?
The coach
Which
no
coach
dey.
no dey?
The coach go let us cup.
That is not an excuse because the same Fidelis Ilechukwu is also an assistant coach with the Super Eagles,
Exactly.
and Rangers have not been doing badly. In his absence, we saw it even in the Nigerian Super Eagles World Cup qualifying matches.
You know say.
If
you know
Bongo
say-
Gumadere is not there, I mean,
No.
Remo Stars is struggling in relegation.
None of the players
Yes.
go chant. but league they on. None of the players go
See,
chat.
Remo
Remo
Stars
Stars,
right
you
now.
guys don't have excuse. If Con Khalifa is, if we are making a case for them, not for Remo
Not for
Stars.
Remo Stars. What are you saying? Right, just like
They
just
went
like,
to Korodu, they lost. He was crying.
who are
I
you
mean,
blaming?
if
Who
we
is
go,
to
if we
blame?
toe that line, we start streamlining matches that he won at home with mistakes. I'll call it mistakes from referee. I will not say referee.
The one that won them the league last season was controversial.
So you now agree with me that
He doesn't have
this
an
man needs to go back and put his team in order. Talking about Honorable Kunle Tsunami, put your team in order. Your team is going down. Remo Stars, and we don't expect this.
No, this
is
is
not-
not. I was expecting
No.
like a better competition
Yes,
this time
this
around.
season you
With
step
what they
up.
did last season, and also the good thing about it, not worst of course, they are performing. The academy is performing.
Yes, Beyond Limits is, I think they are second in the Southern Conference.
Exactly.
They are second. When their coach spoke, he spoke like someone who knows what he's doing. And young boys, they have players less
Small
than
boys, 18,
less
19,
than, yes,
20,
less than 20. So, but
17.
what is happening?
It's an academy actually.
I was now thinking, why don't take one or two of these guys to your senior team
Exactly.
to at least help the team out if the big ones are not performing?
But that's true. It's still yours, even though we're playing in the NNL.
It can be do the transfer because the mid-season just opened transfer window. I don't know if it's still on.
No, it's closed. It's closed.
It's
No.
closed.
No, it's
No,
going to
it's
be
still
until
on.
30th,
Yes,
it's
from
still
1st
on.
to 30th of January.
So they have time to, because we don't expect a champion to be languishing in struggling relegation.
Give it
with
excuses.
Wiki
You
Tournament.
went to the
The
continent.
Remo Stars is
You did this, you
disgraceful.
did that.
When was the last time a Nigerian continental team considered 5 goals? No
Ah.
matter how bad.
At home.
At home.
Even Abia is not considered like that.
Even when Alali usually come here to play in band.
Abia is play Confederation.
I'm
No do
telling
like
you.
that.
Even when Alali come here to play this, they don't beat us 5. Remo Stars disgraced us in the continent.
And you're telling us it's because of money, it's because of government. Yeah.
Home and away,
Nadali
7-1.
Nadali go we dey talk about. Nadali go we dey talk about. No be them go play chan.
Let's
No
not,
be them
let's,
paper
let's
players
not,
go
even, let's
play
not even
chan.
get there. Let's not even, now talking about let's talk about the structural composition of the league. Now you said it. You know, a lot of people. Even last time I had a guest on my show, and he was like, "Oh, incorporate. Affinity did something. Incorporate the home base, blah blah." But they had a competition for home base. What did they do?
Let's say Morocco.
They
Better
embarrassed
pitch.
us.
Oh.
So is it just about the pitch, Dika?
It's
No,
not.
nah.
It's not only about the pitch. It's about quality.
When you say quality, is it players? I
Yes, players' quality. Because without disrespect, most of the guys we have here
And not tactically astute.
are not up to that level. I remember years ago, Coach Mama Pakabo said something that Nigerian footballers do not interpret tactics.
Which is true.
Like you tell them something, they go into the field of play, they do what is on their mind. So majority
That's
of
not
them,
even funny.
it's true. Majority of them do that a lot. I've had interaction. I've seen lots of games in the MPFL
It's very obvious. and
over
that
the
is-
years.
That is why North Africans, when they come here, it's as if they are play us tactically.
I started following the MPFL from 2001. 2001.
Look at where you did that time.
So the MPFL players
I've got
then
no words.
and now different. Now is worse because of. I don't blame them entirely for moving out of the country because of the economy is affecting everyone. If you have the opportunity, you bounce. Even if they pay you, as long as they pay you higher, you just move.
Even
One of
if
the
it's-
reasons
even
why
if- even if it's Iran.
one of the reasons why the Con Khalifa players also left was because of this.
Yeah.
You will not say that this man is offering you more than this and you should stay.
It's
But
business.
in
first.
all, the quality has dropped. I've seen games this season. You could hardly pick, okay, we're talking about Wilfred in the national team. Let's pick this guy. This guy in the next 2-3 years will get to that level. You see that the players will expect to do that. When they even go out, you don't hear from them again. Check now. Most of these Super Eagles players, how many of them play MPFL?
True.
How many of them? Most of them we are all these abroad boys. Ademola Lukman, Iwobi, Abasi.
The ones who even play PFS, they play, NLL they play small. Come on.
They
Come
just
on.
played.
Like they not did them.
Nadi was even academy football before he left.
Uche.
Ozoho, Uche,
Butake,
yes.
yeah.
Uche played NNL, but not even
You
MPFL.
know what I'm saying? They
But
hardly play
you are
PFL.
supposed to see progression. That the MPFL, some of the MPFL players will progress to the chanting. From the chanting, they will now go to the
main
Super
team,
Eagles.
yeah.
But you will not seeing it to show that where is the quality. You see that don't be surprised. The next set of Super Eagles players will not even be guys that played in the MPFL.
Exactly. Now it's obvious.
How do we now solve this issue? We know how we have coaching classes, we have coaching school where coaches are advised to go get a degree, get the proper
I don't
training,
entirely blame the
referee
coaches.
classes too. So how should they maybe set up a class? Then NFL set up a class or something for
No,
players.
We don't have a proper football policy
Framework.
and framework
Yeah.
in this country.
What is our football framework?
What's our policy
Like
about
we're
football?
talking about Morocco. Morocco won the Arab Cup before this chance. The team they used to prosecute that is like their national team C or D.
They won the
In
champ.
South Africa,
They won the champ back to back to back.
yes, in South Africa, in the southern part of Africa, they have the COSAFA Cup. The team South Africa, the Republic of South Africa, the country itself uses to prosecute that competition is not their first or second team.
Right?
Right?
Should
And
be
then
like
what-
about
what-
that.
They
40.
have a separate team for Chan. I'm talking about South Africa now. So these are countries that have football framework. What is the football framework in Nigeria?
Separate team for Chan, separate team for Sean Scott, separate team for Kosafa.
Over the years, we've seen they will come up and say, okay, all MPFL club must have that team. They will say it with mad, but
They will not
implementation is
follow
not
it
a
up. They will
problem.
not follow
Yes.
it up.
It will not be a
Do you
problem.
do you know in Spain, almost all the academies in Spain almost do the same thing. That is why you see the player they seamlessly fit in.
Progress.
They don't struggle.
Like you want to go and play under 23, you're looking for players. You want to go and play under 17, you're looking for
Exactly.
players. Are you who does that?
Because if this club have feeder teams, just like we're talking about beyond limits, the players that are 20 below,
Yes.
majority of them, I would also maybe for one, but the rest are 20 below. So you now have that. Concalifa has a feeder team. So what you now do now, there's a current N Youth League going on, but I don't know how serious that is. They are taking the competition serious. When you now have such competition going on, then you now know that okay, Becca is 18 years.
So he should
Becca
fit in
will fit
under
in
19.
under 20.
Under 20, yeah.
Yes, Emirates is 20 years. He can play under 20. Zika is 17. So you know that you have this system already in place. So you just need to pick. You have the technical guys that study this system alone.
Overall,
You have the data.
You have the
You have
data, the
of
statistics.
statistics of people,
See, we
players
need
in
to do
Nigeria.
a lot. See, we always, even the MPFL itself. Do you have statistics that I can go to the internet now and check for last season who is the youngest player in the league,
In the league.
and the data will come up? You understand? Who
Where
was
is
the
it from?
youngest goal
What did you-
scorer?
where is it?
The data, the statistics of
That's the
players
thing.
playing in the
who was the
league.
youngest debutant last season?
This season, there are a lot of data that should be out there from the league body itself and their strategic partner, talking about GTI.
I want to say something.
Statistics is important in
I
football.
want to say something before you continue.
Football is progressive.
I want to say something before you
Without
con-
statistics, you not get
I want to say
all
something
these
before you
details.
continue. Like the Aguero, Edward Mendy. After that penalty save against Brahim Diaz, the Premier League they picked it up and then posted the same video of Aguero missing the penalty against Edward Mendy. That is what we call PR.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Our league here doesn't have those sort of things.
Let
They
me
even
go to,
have
if we go to X, like when the MPFL is on, go to X, what you see is just update.
Can you imagine?
From sports journalists.
No, from the league body's handle, official handle
Okay.
now. You
That
follow them.
update is
What
not
you
enough.
see is update. And most of the time I look at it, and this has been happening, and you have a strategic partner, GTI. These are media guys, professional. What happens to bringing hands? We're talking about the social media era where this club have media officers, media departments, that if a game is going on in Owerri between Concalifa and Rangers, right, there are scenes, professional shots from that game that will be
Rangers are dropping,
yes, that
Concalifa are
will-
dropping.
dropping that the league body will pick up. Even the league body itself will have their professional photographers
Exactly,
that
there.
covers this game. You know that you will see it after games. You see highlights. I know they have an app where you can see these games and then watch it after. But you
Post
need
it
to
on
do
your
more.
X.
You need to do more.
How about
You say
pictures?
just
How about
posting. How will
pictures?
people know
How about
about
quality
it?
Yes,
videos?
Just
like
like
in
this stuff-
mention of APL, they intentionally did that.
Man, you will be posting. Man City will be posting. Premier League will be
Itself will be posting. You see these things after the match. You
As
see
the match
player
is
of the match.
progressing.
See, we are giving out this thing for free. It's not as if these guys don't know this. They know this. But the willingness to do that, I don't know what is delaying them. But these are things that we will do to put the MPFL on the world map.
Where
Just
shall
not that
where
things that
shall-
they know.
where
Just
shall-
not that things
you know,
you
you know,
said
surprise,
about
you know,
NFF.
surprise me.
Just not that things that
After
they
all,
know. They might not know.
Super Eagles, they needed to drag the Super Eagles official handlers for them to step up. So it's not a surprise.
I mean, it's bad for our football.
You know, since they drag MPF, Super Eagles media officer them, they drag their handle, drag and that Moby guy, drag them.
Before they
till-
come, they do well.
because
Now,
they-
come
because
they
they
do.
do
Give
well.
us what you will
He
want.
said,
Carry us
tomorrow
along.
you see the content creators going there to give us what we want.
Exactly.
But the handle is just dormant.
For what now?
I mean, come on, guys.
Even there was a party. It was last season. match will be going on. You go to the club's hand, you don't go see anything.
You don't go see anything.
And you'll be wondering what's happening.
That is bad.
You're supposed to even drop every 5 minutes, even if not drop picture.
That's it. That's it.
The movement, 5 minutes. Look at a tackle, you drop highlights, video, picture.
Give us steady updates of games.
And you want us to support. You want supporters. You want.
And the league body should. So generally, there needs to be a blueprint, a structure
Okay.
of Nigerian football. This is where I want to get to in the next 2 years, 3 years,
Yes,
5
point.
years, 10 years, 20 years. Morocco didn't start their infrastructure today. They started
Exactly.
it years back. They knew that they wanted to host the world. No surprises. They'll be hosting the World Cup with Spain and Portugal in 2030.
And then the Club World Cup in 2029.
Yes, and then the Club World Cup. So it
Which
is
they,
no,
already, they also
it-
hold,
it's
held,
no
hosted
surprise.
a Club World Cup.
2023.
It's no surprise. So the Nigerian Football Federation, the NSC, you guys need to harmonize, work together. Come on, guys. We have a blueprint. I'm not just saying it as you're saying it live. You must have a working plan to execute it.
Because if you don't have a plan, you don't know what you're doing. I have a friend who says if it's not written, it does not exist. You don't just say, "Oh, this is what I want to do." No, write it down. He said a blueprint. A blueprint is something written. Blueprint, they're not the talker. Write and show us, tell us this is what I want to achieve. So you have a years, long term plan, short term plan. Work towards it. Now, so we're being like this nonsense. And that's why boys go out and they embarrass themselves and then they come back, shame, we don't tie you wrap.
Thank God say they don't scrap
Uh-uh.
chat.
Thank God they don't scrap
chat.
because
That
What is
competition
that?
was not favorable to
you know,
Nigeria.
it's not for
Ah.
us. It's
Eh,
not for
They
us.
use that embarrass us. They don't say they use
To
that
show you the
embarrass
quality of
Nigerians.
our league players.
MPFL league management, you need to do better. Step up your game. Your complaining people are not supporting, people are not following. I want to follow you. Want to know what they do. What they do, like say that play. And that's the problem. A lot of he mentioned a lot of club owners not wanting to play in the league.
Yes, in the amateur, I mean, club football now, you see academy play owners, they don't want to play in the NLE. Even the NLE is saturated. You have
too much bureaucrats.
yes, you have over 100 clubs in
It's
the
too
NLE.
much. Divide it. Bring
They,
others.
they,
together.
they figure they
Division.
they
I feel
divided
like
by-
what
the
the-
thing is, if you finish playing in the NLE, okay. I spoke with some of them. They said, "We just apply for playing sake." I mean, what is there?
That's another thing. You they took it in them. MPFL, someone asked me, and we're not going to okay. But
look
look
at
at
what
the
they
promote.
promote.
What they give them to execute a single match.
But
for
for
MPFL.
that-
Do you know you need
Yes.
almost half a million? Sorry,
Mm.
almost. He
you
mentioned the kind
tell
of amount. I'm like, are you sure you're
organization
not exaggerating? That
Oh,
was in hundreds of millions to
Mhm.
execute a season in
yeah, season, yeah.
in
The season you need
in
hundreds
MPFL.
of millions.
And I'm like, excuse you. He said,
Yes, it's
He
true.
said, now you're promoted to MPFL. How much did the league give you?
10 million per
What
10
is
million
the-
per
They,
season.
How much
gave,
they
they
give
gave a
winner?
take-off grant of 10 million.
10
The,
million. How many
the
matches?
winner last year was it not 200 million? Abi? It was about 200
Yeah, it
million.
was
When
like
you
200 million.
use
So-
almost a billion.
Yes. So you,
Over
if
half
you
a
check,
million to execute
if
the
you
season.
check how much you
So
spend,
that's the thing.
payment of workers, staff, coverages, and all that, because the league coverage of MPFL games is the media officers at this point. The club covers
Of course,
see
you pay them.
a lot. Aside the live matches, that's the strategic partners of the NPF on cover, matches that are not like coverages of this day boils down to the two clubs needed party.
Mm.
Yes, club are supposed to have their own needed party, the cover match.
Exactly.
But the
there's
league
not-
body
there's a video,
too.
true.
The league body too is supposed to have their own independent. Okay, let's have a scenario here in Owerri, for example. The MPFL itself has their own leader die. But my match is not live now because even internally, not all matches are live.
Mhm.
Now they have their shot. If there is a purpose, how dare anybody touch the leader guys? Because you know that Bika here with the camera shooting is from the MPFL.
gang, gang, gang.
So I dey shoot this match on behalf of MPFL. If any issue they happen and they cover them, they no burn you to catch me.
Exactly.
Because
getting
what we
everything.
see is two of them they play.
You go
You
first.
dey for me, do that away.
You go first.
They come miss this man, collect camera because
Yeah.
now they are waiting. Then how about me that is neutral
Sometimes
from the
you go-
league body?
Sometimes you go match. You go match. Person go away match. Match never starts. They come for ask you. Hope say you know the stream. Oh.
Can you imagine?
You know, so so we need to do now.
There's a lot of changes, a lot of upgrades. where would they? You never get level. You know, there's level 1.
We are scraping
never-
the floor.
we
They
never
talk.
enter
We they
level.
scrape the
We
floor.
never enter level.
Our
We-
players will go
we
Benin
never
Republic. Like, you saw the main mention
No,
of
no, good, man. They go
Amaka
and
now.
fight.
Oh, Mata.
Amaka played in Benin
Yes.
Republic. We they scrape the
good.
floor.
I say you get one country that
Iraq.
that will pay me. What
Afghanistan.
day?
Iran,
Because of
Iran.
how much now?
Do back to Ebola.
Someone said the
$500.
most-
No be money.
The
Full
most
full
a player
FA.
in MPFL is receiving is 1 point something.
Honorable Lebele is trying,
most.
but he also do speak. You know, I know it's not easy. He said last time that what he's planning for the MPFL minimum of ₦1 million. Like he needs player
Which is-
earning $1 million, which is not bad.
Which is
I
not- every
love
time
that.
in MPFL, I was looking at your football and he said, you know they collect.
What?
You know
The
they
minimum
collect
is 150 now.
He said
Currently.
200. I said, excuse you.
Yes,
200,000 naira for waiting.
and the minimum 150 per clubs have money.
Hey!
The ones that have money.
Shame time me rapper. Okay, I just did something. Someone say, you can play. Come on, join us. How much do they pay? You don't even reach 100,000. Make I leave my work. They play.
Was it not Brownie Day that left Elimba last season and was complaining about the money they give them for feeding?
2005.
He's there. And he was even saying that they're still going there.
Can you
As of
imagine
the
that?
way he said that, to show you that this is, a top club
I
in
don't
Yimba
even blame the clubs at this point. It's the league body that I'm blaming.
because
The
of
club.
the
Yes, because we support the
enforcement.
clubs. Anyways, in fact, if we continue talking about the decay in our league, you will not finish today, and you just get upset over nothing. The league body, NFF, MPFL, you need to do better. We need to do better and be there where others are. This is Inside the 90s, brought to you by Stadium Said. Make sure to follow, drop your comments, and of course, share our post. Tell your friends. Inside the 90s by Stadium Side is live on YouTube and of course Instagram as well. Thank you. I'm Archie Adimoko, the phenomenal voice.